The looming anxiety over what might unfold in the White House regarding Ukraine is enough to keep anyone awake at night. As of August 17, 2025, in Kyiv, tensions were high, but not for the reasons you might expect. For Ukrainians, the story began unfolding on Saturday morning when news about the Alaska summit trickled in. Though their first reaction was a collective sigh of relief, the calm was fleeting. Now, uncertainty looms larger than ever, and it's stirring up fears of a potential Oval Office crisis that could reshape global dynamics. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these fears justified, or are they simply the product of years spent navigating geopolitical uncertainty? To understand why this moment falls so pivotal, let's rewind slightly. The much-discussed Alaska summit, held at an American military base, was initially feared to be the stage for a dramatic deal between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. This so-called grand bargain had sent waves of dread through Kyiv, as many worried it would come at Ukraine's expense. However, initial reports suggest that the talks were abruptly cut short, leaving no tangible agreements behind. A Ukrainian MP captured the sentiment early Sunday morning with a candid comment: "Disaster averted. Trump has not sold us down the river." While this statement reflects the immediate sense of relief, it also hints at deeper anxieties that persist beneath the surface. So, why does this matter? For starters, Ukraine has been caught in a geopolitical tug-of-war for years, struggling to assert its sovereignty while fending off external pressures. The idea of two world leaders negotiating its fate without its input strikes a nerve, and understandably so. Imagine being excluded from decisions that directly impact your future. That's precisely how many Ukrainians feel right now. And this is the part most people miss. Even though the Alaska summit didn't produce any concrete outcomes, the mere possibility of such discussions happening has reignited old fears. What if another meeting takes place? What if the next round of talks doesn't end so neutrally? These questions weigh heavily on the minds of policymakers and citizens alike. After all, history has shown us that vague promises and handshake agreements can sometimes pave the way for unexpected consequences. Now, consider this. Could there be more to the story than meets the eye? Some analysts argue that the lack of clarity from the summit might actually work in Ukraine's favor, forcing both sides to tread carefully in future negotiations. Others, however, warn that ambiguity can be dangerous, creating space for misinterpretations and unintended escalations. Which side do you lean toward? Is cautious optimism warranted, or should we brace ourselves for the worst? As the world watches closely, one thing remains clear. Ukraine's future continues to hang precariously in the balance. Whether it's influenced by closed-door summits or shifting alliances, the stakes couldn't be higher. So, we leave you with this thought-provoking question. How should smaller nations like Ukraine navigate a world dominated by powerful players who often prioritize their own interests? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take.